He was a son of Mother India, but born in the pre-independence era. They said his lungs could sustain running non-stop for 100 miles. In the year 1919, when he was barely 17 years old, he had already set an international record, winning a 28-mile cross-country race. His name was known all over India, and soon it became a major threat to long-distance runners across the world. Even British Army sportsmen were afraid to compete with him. He was P.D. Chaugule. He hailed from Belagavi, a small town in southern India, and a British Army cantonment. In 1920, he was selected to be part of the first ever Indian contingent to the 7th Olympic Games, to be held in Antwerp, Belgium. The team had 2 wrestlers, 1 sprinter, and 3 marathoners, along with the manager and a doctor. But India had no flag of its own at the Olympic Games. No system, no support, no recognition. And finally, the big day of the marathon arrived. August 22nd, 1920. Chaugule stood at the starting line of the Olympic marathon with his teammate Sadashiv Datar. The third Indian, Hanmant Kaikadi, did not participate. His fellow teammates were sadly unsuccessful in their respective events. Considering the unimaginable hardships of travel, food, weather, and facilities, expecting success had seemed impossible. A light drizzle fell. 47 contestants from across the world stood at the starting line inside the stadium. And now, all eyes were rooted on P.D. Chaugule. He was considered as good as the winner of the marathon. The gun was fired. They began. It was the longest marathon in Olympic history. 42 kilometers and 750 meters, longer than usual by 545 meters. Datar dropped out at the 3rd kilometer. Now, P.D. was the only hope, not only for the team, but for India. He ran steadily. No worry about stamina, no worry about pace. But then, he faced a grave obstacle. All his life, he had run barefoot on dusty, thorny Indian roads through rough countryside. He had learned endurance through hardship. But Olympic rules compelled him to wear shoes. New shoes, unfamiliar shoes. During practice, they caused severe shoe bites. Still, P.D. wrapped his feet in bandages and ran. With bleeding feet, with chilling weather, with nothing left but will, he kept running. He did not stop. His feet gave in, but his determination did not. The pain became uncontrollable, and still, he finished the race at 19th place. Because for him, finishing the race meant something far greater than a medal. It meant proving that an Indian could stand and endure among the best in the world. P.D. Chaugule did not return home with gold, but he returned having opened a door through which generations would later walk, run, and rise. Every Indian Olympian who followed, every athlete who dared to dream, did so on the path first carved by his footsteps. Today, as India celebrates champions and podiums, we remember the man who ran when there was nothing to win except the future. P.D. Chaugule, India's first Olympian, the fearless. Not just a marathoner, but the starting line of India's international sport. The nation salutes him.